and welcome to another awesome episode of Talkers vs. Doers. I am your host, Erica Perry. A lot of it, aka Ms. Gems Dropper, Coach Perry. You see it up there. But I'm going to just jump right into it because I'm so excited. I have this amazing guest, and the best thing about it, we're from the same area and from the same high school. So, we got to rep. We got to come in and just start off talking about some amazing things. So you guys, please welcome Mr. Agee. You want you to just come in and kind of tell a little bit about yourself for the ones that don't know you and don't know the background of the man from Ansley.
Yeah, what's going on, everybody? First, I'm gonna say, Erica, man, I commend you for what you got going on. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
This is pretty nice. Especially you reaching out to me. We being classmates and just seeing, you know, where we come from and where we at now today. Man, is great. So hopefully they can give people, great inspiration, great motivation to, keep pushing. But
And that's one of my things is just being excited like that.
yeah.
He's a busy man, but it's a good busy because I
Yeah.
be having to holler to get him. So you guys can see my excitement because it hit home and it's hard when we walk some of the same classroom and hallways when people told us that we probably wouldn't make it. People look down on us and then understand that we are just as talented, just as amazing as anyone else. And our background made us who we are now.
Absolutely.
So I'm just so excited.
Absolutely. But yeah, for those that don't know me, man, like you said, my name is Careese Agee. I'm a native Birmingham, Alabama, from Ensley, And well, right now, I'm just jumping to what I got going on right now. We opened a food truck. A lot of people, from Ensley, they just think it's only me. I'm gonna put it out there. I got two more partners. They're partners with me also. But of course, they're not here today. But I'm gonna speak on their behalf. But the name of the food truck is ATrainStation. And how it all started was I had one partner that had the food truck already. And pretty much it just sat there. Nothing was going on with it. So, and one of my passions was I love to cook, and I guess the enjoyment I get from cooking is seeing other people love it also. So that's one of my biggest things. And so he had the truck and he brought it up. And I told him, I said, hey, man, let's put it to use. Let's go for it. Right. And so, mind you, though, all of us had jobs, 9 to 5s, pretty good paying jobs. And it was one of them things I was just willing to step out and like, hey, let's do it. And I found out, we as people, when we put our backs against the wall, when we got to make something happen, that's when we can make something happen. Yeah. You got to make it happen.
Shake. When it come up too, we gonna make it shake.
We gonna make it happen. And so that's what I did, man. I pretty much stepped out on faith, man, and it started running. And now, man, we doing great numbers. A lot of following. It has exceeded my expectations of what. You know what I mean?
And that's amazing, though. Commend you on that of seeing it because I know every time driving through the truck spot spaces, see so many people out there, always send you out. But also, like you said, commending your other partners that are with you and doing this too. Yeah. Building that hood, that brotherhood of people that are really hungry. And like you said, that back against the wall to show it and be consistent with it. So many people start. Right. But they're not able to continue on it. But like you said, when your back is against the wall, so did you ever just think, man, I'm going to be an entrepreneur? This is something I'm going to be doing to add it to my resume.
No, because I guess how we was raised, it was like, with me, I know all I saw my dad do was work, just work. And I was like, well, I guess that's what I got to do is just work. You know what I mean? I never thought, it wasn't even in my mind to, have something on my own. You know what I mean? At that time. But when I jumped into it, my mind kind of like flipped to like, hey, it's hard for me to go back to a 9 to 5. Being an entrepreneur, man, it opens your mind.
Okay.
It just puts in a different place. You know what I mean? So.
I love it. You right where we want to be at, and I love it because we have audience and viewers that we know that's going to watch this that are scared to take that leap and don't
Yeah.
understand that it is a powerful thing.
And
First,
it's scary.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
you gotta say it's not gonna be easy,
Not at all.
but it's
It's real scary.
rewarding.
Yeah, it's rewarding at the end. But when you first jumping into it, I promise you, I ain't gonna sit here and say, hey, it's easy. Hey, anybody can do it. But you have to train your mind first.
Definitely.
You got to get your mind together, because if not, it's scary out here. It's especially
and I love
and we launched in the middle of a pandemic.
Wow.
And so I would say COVID really changed some things. But if you look at it, and I see a lot of people since COVID has started businesses because you were either laid off, you was at home, so you had a lot of time to think. And a lot of people have started stuff from COVID,
Right.
So yeah.
And grown from that COVID.
And grown. Yeah.
Definitely. And it goes back what you said that I love is that mindset piece that as the entrepreneur, you have to train your mind. And one of the biggest things for some of the followers that's on here that know, the ones that don't, I am a certified life coach along with other things that I have, but my specialization is business and mindset.
Yeah.
So I work with new, aspiring, and stuck entrepreneurs. Make sure you guys heard that. Stuck entrepreneurs that are in that area that's trying to get to the next area.
Yeah.
First talking about the mindset, because we have so many entrepreneurs that get out there and say, hey, I'm ready to make money. I'm finna go at it. But if you're not mentally ready, nothing else is going to show up. Because as soon as you hit that one roadblock, it's go easy to say, well, you know what? Let me go back to that 9 to 5. Like you said, that's what a lot of our parents did. We saw our parents do it in our neighborhood. Some of the best neighborhoods was ones that we seen the mom and pops that went home, came to work, and had a nice car.
Right.
We didn't see nothing outside of that. So now having a community of us, especially young Black entrepreneurs doing it, and being able to tell you guys it can be done.
Yeah. And I'm
out on that faith.
Right. And I'm gonna tell you another thing, man. A lot of people think they can do stuff on their own, which you can. Don't get me wrong. You can do it on your own, but there's nothing better than having a team of people, of like-minded individuals.
Yes.
Like with me and our team. Give you an example. So me, I'm the one that's not working right now. So my other two partners, they do have 9 to 5s. So, and I won't put who does what, but we got partners they got money. I got a partner that has great credit. I have a partner that has a great. He got a lot of connections. I got a partner that has it's a puzzle that we have. You see what I'm saying? And so, and one thing I try to tell people also, man, in business, or if you got a partner, you got to put all egos aside. You know what I mean? That's one thing with us. We put all egos aside. You have to be willing to accept criticism. You got to be willing to be corrected. You know what I mean? You can't fly off. It's all that stuff, like you said, to start with the mind, because once you grow and you mature, man, like if somebody tell you something that you're doing wrong, you got to be able to accept that, fix it, grow from it, and that's what's gonna make you better. So
definitely.
And that's why I enjoy the team that I got, man.
And you gotta have the right team, man. And I'm glad you.
And you got to be held accountable. Yeah, you got to be held accountable for your mistakes if you mess up. You got to be willing to. So yeah, that's
picking a wise team, because sometimes people pick people on their team that just gonna rally for them and not correct them. And we sometimes miss that because we're gonna go back to the words. We sometimes have do girls and do boys, so we want just them.
Exactly. I don't want a yes man on my team. Right. I want somebody that's gonna tell me like, hey, bro, you messing up, You do
that right. You bought the wrong stuff. That means that tastes good.
Exactly.
We need to know those things on there. So I'm liking that you put that out there, because I say my viewers, as you guys are watching, you constantly hear when I bring amazing people on that talks about networking. And the right people around them. When you begin to be successful in your business, you then learn those tools that you have to network. you can't do it alone. Like you said, it's some things that you may can start on your own, but
Yeah.
to get where you going and you want to continue, you have to network and get around people.
Got to.
And that's
Got
one
to.
of our biggest things at this platform that I put out here was not only for us to be able to talk about some of the success we're doing, but also be able to get together as a community of entrepreneurs and understand how much farther we can go if we just work together on certain areas.
Right.
You know, and I always say it's nothing like building something bigger and better with other people. Everybody can have their own share.
Yeah.
But you're gonna make it even bigger and better when you have other people
Right.
you. So
Right.
take that on. So I love you saying that of just making sure that network and having people around you that are great. Is there any other things that you may have experienced as an entrepreneur that you had to overcome yourself personally?
Fear.
Ooh.
Fear. I mean,
That right there, child. Fear.
yeah, that's the unknown. You know what I mean? Just stepping into a whole different arena that you've never been in. I can use, for example, you play sports, basketball,
Definitely.
and I'm sure if you would have stepped into this big arena with 1 million people,
It's gonna be.
and you like, oh my God, I can't mess up. You know what I mean? I got people watching me. You know what I mean? Or you the team leader and you got people on your back.
Right.
You can't only think about yourself. You got to think about, like with me, I got to think about the employees. I got to think about my partners. I got to think about my family.
Right.
So it's like all that pressure, on you to, well, hey, this ain't just your livelihood. I got employees that's banking that I make it, and I got, stuff like that. So that's one of my biggest things. I think I tend to think more about the needs of other people than I do like myself sometimes. So that's it's just the fear of, trying to let nobody
fear
down.
of unknown and the fear of failure is something that you will always have, and it's going to come in some aspect, in some area of thinking, like you said, that wetness or what if something is going to happen. It's a big thing, that we do and we go through at a certain time frame in our life. But the biggest thing of that is the part of not giving up.
And that's what fuels it, because that will add fuel to the fire, because it's like, hey, I can't let them down. I can't let myself down. So I'm going to go harder. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
You got to continue to go. And also, I love, just for the ones that are listening, I always put that out there. As an entrepreneur, one of the biggest things I tell people, make sure as an entrepreneur you have a coach, a mentor, or someone that's guiding you as well.
Absolutely.
That is very important. And also myself, I know I'm a fabulous entrepreneur. I do a lot of different things. I have mentors, but I also have a therapist.
Yeah.
And that's something sometimes we don't want to step on those toes and talk about, but you need somebody that you can talk to and release and tell these things to, to make sure you're on that path.
Mental health is real.
Right. Yeah. And definitely somebody that's not, biased, that don't know you, that you can sit down and talk to and tell them about different things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because like you said, that fear can run crazy. You end up making somebody chicken. You all the chicken out.
I know, right?
Everything going everywhere.
Yeah,
so we want to make sure of that. But I thank you for sharing that, because people need to know, and there's some people out there that's doing the same thing as us as entrepreneurs, and have not said it or didn't think that, okay, it's just me.
Yeah.
And knowing that no, a lot of people see that fear. But also, we can sometimes take that fear as continued motivation too, and that push as well. It's according to how you exchange that fear with.
Absolutely, and that's why you see behind me, trust the process.
Process. I love it.
Everything you go through, it's a process. Everything. So just trust it. Like I said, it'll be tough, but just trust it. It'll come out on the winning side.
And being out there, amazing food truck, where you just see the direction in the city with the food trucks. What's your thoughts about it?
So that, tell me, with our food truck or just the whole food truck scene?
Well, you can start with you guys, and then the whole scene, and then you.
I got you. So it's funny when you just said that we actually just purchased a building in West End.
Hold on, let's run that back. Because what I love about this Talkers versus Doers, we always get amazing entrepreneurs to
Yeah.
get. So we got to go ahead and put this out there. So
Yeah.
let the people know again.
Yeah. So like we haven't put it out yet. I was gonna put it out for real. We having a party Friday. We'll
Okay.
get to that too. But I've been telling a few people. So, but yeah, man, you probably like one of the first few to know that yeah. So we purchased a building over in West End, and we should be up and running between, we're looking at February, April, somewhere in there, just to get it, how we like it. So it'll be a restaurant. So now you ain't got to find the food truck. You go straight to the place. And,
okay.
Yeah.
So we all still have the food truck as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Still have the food truck as well. So
I'm loving it. Congratulations, you guys.
Yeah, appreciate
it. We got some great people doing some amazing things in the city, and you guys are definitely one of them.
Yeah.
So that is good to hear. So I guess going with the food truck in general, y'all got different avenues to work with now with having a building in that. So that is amazing with
but
that.
I'm gonna tell you, man, the a lot of people don't know this, and I didn't know this either. So there's a lot of food trucks in Birmingham. A lot of food trucks. But the thing is, it's a group, a large group of Black food truck owners, right? And man, we're like family, man. It's no, you've been out to like Forestdale and stuff and seen all the trucks. So all those trucks out there, man, it's like none of us, we're not in competition with each other.
That's good.
We always helping each other. Hey, you need this. Hey, let's find this spot. So if you noticed, a lot of times now we start moving in groups. That goes to show there's power in numbers.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because like once we move together, I'm gonna give you an example. So if I stand alone somewhere, I said it by myself, I stand alone. I mean, I do good still, but when I'm with a group of food trucks, we do a whole lot better because it creates this atmosphere and it creates this image to where it's like, hey, they got something going on over there, and the people want to come, so
that's why I'm gonna say people want to come. They want to see what's going on.
They know people knows it,
right? Like you said, they knows it. They want to watch.
But the moral of that is, if we move together as a unit, we could accomplish a lot more than being by yourself, and that's the message. Like that a lot of the Birmingham food trucks, as far as I know, a lot of the Black African American food trucks, we trying to create that image to where, hey, we trying to bring something new to Birmingham. I want y'all to see how we moving. We can move together. We can become powerful, man.
See, I'm one of the ones I had to take notes too. So when y'all see me writing notes, because he just dropped a whole full of a gem right there. So I had to make sure I put that on it to make sure y'all catch it in this podcast. That's what he just said. Definitely loving it, and just to hear from someone that's out there and on the food trucks, just to say that you guys are more of a family and community, that like you said, speaks so much value. It speaks so much words, but it also identify where people go out there, they buy food, they have fun, they talk and laugh, and nothing else is happening because of that. So definitely prayers that you guys continue to keep that atmosphere and continue to grow, because it's so much can come out of it.
It can.
I love that part of it. So also with that being said, you also talked about a party. So kind of let people know about that, what you guys got coming up.
So Friday, December the 17th, which is this Friday, we're actually doing there we go. We're actually doing a Christmas party. Yeah, and it's a toy drive. So it's free to come. All we asking is you bring a donation or a toy, and all that's going to a family that's in need. Also, there will be food from several food trucks there. So we having all shucks. And this is what I'm talking about, how tight knit we are.
Right.
So we incorporating all shucks, which is the corn. We're doing Fat Charles. He's gonna bring tacos. Of course, we're gonna have A-Train wings. We're gonna have pasta by Simone's Kitchen, and we're gonna have turkey wraps by Oh My Turkey Leg, and we got Uncle Bob's. He gonna make something. That's Jeffrey Hall that went to school with us too.
Okay.
Yeah, and he gonna make something too. So, uh, and like I said, just come and not only oh yeah, we also gonna celebrate that 1 year of being in business too.
You definitely did say that 1 year. That was the big
Yeah,
one on there. So
yeah,
yes.
yeah, we're gonna celebrate that 1 year, man.
I love that, and I always pay attention to the small detailed things that some people may say small, but I just love the aspect that not only that, y'all see how he was able to name and say what everybody is bringing?
Yeah.
To the table. Once again, it goes back to that network and working together, being able to say these are what people, are bringing and helping out. So that is definitely good. And we want to kudos that 1 year, like you said, because it was definitely not easy, especially during that pandemic.
Not at all.
But that pandemic brought a lot of different entrepreneurs.
It did.
Staying on course.
It did. I'm one of them. I'm one of them.
Yeah, I actually dug deeper in mine. I've been doing other things. You guys know it's my non-profit and everything, but during this pandemic, it kind of had me sit down and kind of reevaluate more in detail of how much more I can and will help people. Yeah. So that was a big aspect of me jumping out there and just saying, okay, I'm going to dive deep in this. And the podcast had actually been birthed during that time, but we just started putting it out there of me saying how I was going to do it, how I was going to get it together. So definitely excited about that part of how we're moving this aspect of it. And now the business of really that mindset piece, like we said, especially my new entrepreneurs and young entrepreneurs, getting them that time frame that kind of know, sink this in. Mm-hmm. Network, listen to other people. But most importantly, I always tell people, you got to know who you are.
Exactly.
You got to know what you can and can't handle when you're going into that field.
Exactly. That's exactly. And like, great. Be honest with yourself.
Right.
Because if not, man, ain't nothing worse than lying to yourself, thinking you can do something and struggling to do it. So that's good. Yeah.
Like we tell people, and you guys here, remember, social media is social media. Okay. So we want to be real about that part. Like you said, be real with yourself.
Absolutely.
That's why we love when our guests come on and be real. You see, he just spoke about fear. Yeah. He just spoke about, the looking at coming in during the pandemic. So we want to be real. People out here making and doing a great job, but it's struggles that we've had. And let's be honest, it's struggles that we're still having too.
Yeah. Yeah. And timing is everything, man. Mm-hmm. Just sometimes you can't rush stuff. I mean, just gotta. I'm a firm believer in timing. And I'm gonna give you this last example on timing. What I was saying.
No, go ahead. Give them all the gems. Give them all the gems, Careese.
Yeah. No, it's like I know with me. A lot of people. I used to always like I say, I got 3 partners, right? Mm-hmm. And to be transparent, man, everybody used to ask. I know they asked me. They didn't ask my partners. Both of my partners. We all get these same questions. Man, why you partner with them? You can do this yourself, or why you partner with this guy when you can partner with this guy? And why you've been cooking this long, and why y'all ain't been? Well, maybe that's these people one who I was supposed to be with at that particular time,
What you say?
Or maybe I wasn't ready at that time, So, but everything that I have going on now, like I said, everything is just because I'm not rushing it, because I'm not trying to do more than what I can do. Everything just falling into place, Right. So it's just coming. I ain't gonna say it's coming easy, but it ain't really tough because I'm patient. I'm waiting. I ain't dragging my feet, but I'm being patient, and I'm letting God just lead me the way everything's supposed to go.
Definitely. I love that. And that's leading into a question that I was going to ask was, what is something that you would tell inspiring a new entrepreneur that got those skates on and trying to run so fast to get past everyone else?
I would say this is a marathon, not a sprint.
All day.
Simple as that. This a marathon because what'll happen is you'll burn yourself out so quick.
Yes.
And you might bite off more than you can chew. Just take your time and do it right the first time. Read on whatever it is you want to start. Read on it. Gather information about it. Educate yourself on what it is you're doing. Talk to people in the same field so you won't make the same mistakes that they made. And that's what we did. I talked to several different, like I said, food truck owners, business-minded people that own stuff. I talked to a whole bunch of different entrepreneurs to see what avenue I needed to take. And they have been a major blessing on, I guess, me not making some of the mistakes that I could have made on my own, trying to do it fast.
Taking the time, you guys. He just gave y'all another gem, that we always talk about as well. Not only did he say be patient and take your time, let it come to you, but be open and okay with talking to other people.
Yeah.
Reach out to other people. I promise you, what you're thinking about or what you're starting has already been invented or done before. So it's someone there that you can learn from. Just ask questions.
Most definitely. That'll save you a lot of headache, a lot of time too.
What you say? Because I know I had a couple of headaches where definitely learning that of more of just asking and being more open to people. Right. And we just gonna keep it real too with our background and where we from. Sometimes it can hinder us a lot in some of our blessings because we feel that way.
Absolutely.
But it's a must that we open up and know when we hear other people say it, that it's okay. Get out there and reach out there and talk to people.
Yeah. Like I had several things that I've started, try to do it on my own. Oh, I figured it out. That's why I ain't doing it now. Cause I mean, I couldn't do it.
Right.
I was more selfish, or I won't even say selfish. I was just more, I don't need nobody, you know. But like you said, when your mind change and you grow, man, and things start changing.
That growth does a lot.
Yeah.
But you definitely know when you're in that avenue of growth.
Absolutely.
And the avenue of an entrepreneur, when your mindset change.
Yeah.
How you used to think, you don't even think that way. Like sometimes I go back and be like, man, I used to think like that.
Yeah.
I used to talk to those people.
Yeah.
I thought that was right because now your mindset changed. Yeah. When your mindset changed, you think abundantly.
Yeah.
You think of so much more. So then you attract so much more. And like you said, it comes back to things being much more easy.
Easy. Yeah.
Because just as you, I've been attracted to people that have come along and connected with me. And I'm like, man, it's kind of cool. They know all this and I don't know that, but they finna show me.
Yeah. For real? For free? Yeah.
Right, for free.
For free. Hey, yeah. Usually you got to pay for stuff like that. You finna get this? Okay.
Right. You get where people coming to you, and I'm sure you're getting there with people coming to you like, hey, look, Careese, such and such, you can go to this place to get that. And you like, okay.
Yep. And anybody that knows me, man, know I will give you my shirt off my back if you need it. So like any info you need, I am busy. Don't get me wrong. I got a lot going on, but
you be working,
yeah. But anytime I can help, if I got some free time, man, I don't mind. I really don't. Definitely. I really don't.
We love it, and this gonna be my last questions because we always got to get this in.
Come on with
it. It's even more direct to me. We know we just asked the question about an entrepreneur, but I want to be more direct about if it was a young kid that are looking to start their business when they graduate, that's from the Jackson Nolan area, from over that area, since unfortunately the Great Inslee is not there anymore.
Yeah. Right.
what information would you pass on to them about keeping that dream, keeping that hope, or keeping that goal, even though they're looking at some of the same things that we looked at growing up, hearing some of the same sounds that we heard in our area, and just like, man, the only way out, I really believe, is I gotta slang, or I gotta do this like everybody else. Like,
And
definitely provide some kind of knowledge.
it's crazy, man, that you asking these questions because I I got a kid. He's 21.
Wow.
Graduated from Jackson Nova. Okay. He worked with me now.
Mm.
And he was on that
Ooh.
path of, hey, what
Yeah, this giving me chills.
yeah, so
I'm
look,
kind of a big baby too, for the ones don't know, but just to understand and listen as we talking of how.
yeah,
Go ahead, go ahead.
it's crazy, man. But anyway, and I'm gonna tell you the story how all this happened. So we was looking for an employee. And so I parked my truck at my mom's house. And it was one of the guys down the street, he had COVID. And so he was like, hey man, can you bring me something to eat when you come back? He said, I pay for it. I said, don't worry about it. I said, I'll bring you something. But I forgot. So when I went back home, I said, golly, I supposed to got this guy something to eat. So I left and went somewhere else and I brought him something back. Excuse me. And he was like, appreciate it. Well, his nephew was coming, and this is the guy I'm talking about. His nephew was coming, and he said, hey, grandma, can you watch my little boy while I go for a job interview? I was like, hey, you need a job? He was like, yeah. So
come on.
Yeah, I said, hey, I I'm looking for somebody. And he said, when can I start? I said, you can start right now. You want to. And make a long story short, that following day, he came on the truck and he worked good, the first day. But I went to like talking to him and trying to like dig deep, see what he was about, where he from, life stories. But come to find out, he was one of those kids to where you just somebody need to grab him and kind of like take him under their wing.
And need it, yes.
Yeah, like he wasn't not a bad kid at all. Just needed a little guidance. Yes. And by him being with us, man, I can tell from the day he started to now how much he's grown in his mind, how much he's just his whole conversation changed, the way he carries himself, the way he dressed. Now everything is changing because he was put around people that cares about him and want to see more. Yes. But back to your thing, your question is, we as entrepreneurs, or we as, I won't even say entrepreneurs, but we as people, we got to find some of these kids, man, and we got to grab them, we got to talk to them, and we just got to show them that, hey, it's more to life than what you just see on the internet. Media has messed our kids' minds up so much.
Ooh, yes, it has.
Where they just think, hey, this is how life's supposed to be. It's not. Hey, you're gonna have some bumps in the road. You're gonna have some bad days, but you just cannot give up. Dream big, always dream big.
I love it.
And work towards your goals, And I know we can't save everybody. I hate that we can't, but I challenge, everybody that can. Just if you can get one, just one, and maybe that one may get somebody, and that other one may get somebody, so it can trickle down, and that's how I look at it.
I love it. Yeah. I love it. Great. Once again, kudos to you. Kudos to you guys for taking that young man in. And for some young man, a young woman listening to this, like he said, getting around the right people.
Yeah, getting around the right people.
Stuff around the right people to get that positivity soaked in you would change you and change that outcome.
Yeah.
But not only that, like he mentioned, to us as people, us as a community, reach one. Reach
Reach
one and
one.
teach one.
Reach
You
one.
know, I tell people that all the time. That's why my entrepreneurship actually Die Hard. It started with my nonprofit where I work with youth and young adults aged 10 to 24. And it's all about educating, empowering, encouraging our youth. Because I know that they still are and will continue to be our future.
Yeah. Most
And they
definitely.
are doing that. They are looking for somebody to just grab them up and talk to them and show them the way.
Yeah. It's tough though breaking through. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, yeah.
It's tough breaking through some of them right now, but that you'll be surprised how many really want somebody
To say something to them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and I figured out you can't just go to them as you got to come down on their level. You know what I mean? You can't. A lot of people like to talk above the
Yes.
kids and
Yes.
throw all these. No, man, you gotta come down on their level so where they can understand it.
And that's one of the biggest things, like you said, going to that. My parents are always like, "Well, Coach Perry, why they come to you? Why they talk to you? Because you keep talking to them more as authority figure. Yes, you are the parent.
Yeah,
You should do that. But as well as I always tell people, just like you want respect and be heard, allow that child to be respected and
yeah,
heard too.
most definitely. Most
Talk
definitely.
to them. They want that. But we're going to keep it real too to say that all kids, you can't save either. It's some out there you just say, okay.
Some, yeah, I mean, yeah, some of them, yeah, it's,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's so
We're
far
just gonna let
gone,
the
man.
Lord deal with that baby right there.
Yeah,
Let the
yeah,
Lord
we're gonna
deal
just
with
like what
it.
they say, just pray for them.
Just pray for them,
Yeah,
Lord.
yeah.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for bringing those words to us and jumping on the podcast. Man, I'm so excited. I'm still so excited, you guys. As you guys see, I keep going on and on because this is just always heartfelt. I know y'all heard it in the beginning, but just to see us doing what we're doing is just
Yeah,
so amazing and know where we're going. And this is
yeah,
just the beginning.
yeah.
Oh man, it's just it's so enlightening. And I hope you guys we've enlightened so many other people for our classmates out there. I hope we've enlightened you guys in some way and continue to enlighten you guys. As always, definitely the Instant Family classmates, you know, you have that midst of time, like, share is nothing to help promote and help your
Absolutely,
classmates and people out without having to buy things. You guys
absolutely.
always think that, but if y'all see somebody doing positive things, like, share. You know, the event that you guys are having, you know, make sure you guys are coming out there and supporting them.
Yeah,
Be
that'd
that
be great,
support.
man, to see y'all up together. You know, just like a little another
Right.
small reunion, man. So I'm gonna try my best to get everybody in the class. I put it in the class group, so hopefully we all can. And but hey, look, I'm gonna tell you something before you go. And I've been looking at this the sign behind you, talker versus doers. Man, I think that's the best. That is the
Look, you trying to make me get ears on the
I
podcast.
know, right? Look, because you got a lot of people that just run their mouth and talk,
Mm-hmm.
you know, versus doing it, you know.
Yeah.
So it's almost like I put up and shut up. You know what I mean?
And that's just straight across the board. What it
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
it
Are we gonna
is.
do
You
it or
definitely
not? You
gonna
know what I
do
mean?
it.
So I
Because
like that.
we get that, like you said, we get that so much where people say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to start this
Yeah,
business, or I'm going
yeah.
to make this relation happen, I'm going to do this. Stop talking about it, just do it.
Just do it.
That's
And that's
just
the
what
first
they
step.
do.
That's the first step of anything. Just do it. Start somewhere.
Do it.
Just do it. Start somewhere. Don't talk. Just do it. I don't care if it's a little bit. Just make some progress.
A call or anything or
Start
something to
somewhere.
start.
Just start.
Do it.
Yeah, you'll be surprised at where you go. So
And definitely, you guys, on my website, the shirts are there. Y'all gonna see more of that floating sweatsuits, shirts, tights, all that. Talkers versus doors.
I
So
gotta
you
get one.
definitely gonna see. Oh yeah, for sure. You definitely gonna see it
Got to
out
get
there
one.
because we're really pushing it. Just be on the lookout. We got so much more coming up in the new year, so I'm so glad about it. And thank you for acknowledging that because that's the big thing that I really wanted to put out there. That was going to be bold for people to understand and also grasp with understanding that as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
definitely. And also while we leave though, let the people know where they can find you guys. I know definitely one on we have it on Facebook, but where else can they find you all?
Instagram, ATrainStation Food. Look, I ain't the big social media guy. We got a team. Look, we got a team for that. But I know ATrainStation on Facebook and Instagram, ATrainStation Food.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, y'all heard it. Y'all know what it is. Y'all make sure y'all go like, follow, and share. And go ahead and drop in there and get y'all food. It be posted everywhere where they are at. So go on out there.
Every morning I post best chicken in Birmingham, best Philly cheesesteak, hands down. Can't nobody touch it. Yeah, I said it.
No cap. That's it. We leave it like that.
We leave it like that.
It's another episode of Talkers vs. Doing. As always, you guys know how I leave. Don't just talk about it, do it. See you guys on the next one and have a great one.